Have you ever heard of this little town outside of Orlando called Tavares? Hi, I'm Kaitlyn. I am your local Tampa area real estate agent. But of course, I am talking about other kinds of trips that you might take in and out of Florida. Because who doesn't like to vacation, even when you live in one of the vacation capitals of the United States? My husband and I recently took a trip to another town here in the state of Florida and had such a great time. This town is called Tavares, and it's only about a 2-hour drive away, which is a great for long weekend, just a little trip if you needed it. Its neighbor is Mount Dora, which you more likely have heard of. These towns both are actually suburbs of Orlando, which is Disney World capital. Tavares is called the Seaplane City. Actually, they named themselves that back in 2010. And truthfully, they came up with that name due to the vast amount of lakes and channels and aviation. Tavares is dubbed the Seaplane City due to the amount of lakes and aviation that occurs in and around it. But wait, what is a seaplane? Essentially, it is just a regular small plane that has been fitted with floats instead of rudders and tires for the landing and takeoff gear. Its aviation and seaplane branding is actually a pretty new development. After seeing a struggling downtown in the early 2000s, in 2010 the city converged and they decided as a city to bring and build a brand to make it a bigger point of interest. By 2010, they had started creating the vision that they saw in their heads. They constructed a seaplane base and marina on Lake Dora, permitted a 3,000-foot FAA-approved runway, and built 3 boutique hotels. Soon after, there came a seaplane scenic tour operator, then a flight training center, an FAA-approved passenger air charter operation, a seaplane manufacturing facility, many restaurants, and more businesses. The city of Tavares has also hosted this great vintage raceboat regatta event twice a year for many years. This is actually what we went for. My husband's late grandmother was from Michigan and into vintage hydroplanes, so she had her own that she restored and took out for the event in both the spring and the fall for many years. There are 2 types of vintage race boats in this particular club, inboard and outboard. If you're not a boat person, I won't bore you with too much about them, but they are pretty much as they sound. And some have motors that are located inside the hull, and others have motors located further out that are often detachable. The race boats and owners at these events are less interested in actually racing, but more just interested in just showing off their boats and bringing the history of powerboat racing back to life in public demonstrations. At the event we were at, there weren't even any trophies given away for speeds or first place or anything like that. While out watching these particular demonstrations, you can explore Wooton Park, which is the park on Lake Dora, which is also a short walk to downtown Tavares, where you can find bars, restaurants, and more to suit your style. Tavares is a great small town to go and explore if you are into lake life or aviation, or even better, both. For more about great trips in and from Tampa, check out this playlist here. And for more about the Tampa area in general, subscribe to my channel.